So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Adventure Comics number 354, published in March 1967 with story by Jim Shooter and art by Kurt Swan. And when last we left off, Superman had gone into the future of the 30th century to meet the adult legion of superheroes who were being menaced by some unknown villain who had been invading their headquarters and has done it again and shut their lights off. We're sitting ducks like this. Quick, Brainiac 5, the auxiliary power. No use. That's out too. Lightning Man's gone to make repairs. I hate to be redundant, but we can't see. Very good, Timberwolf. So in comes the villain. No Legionnaires, but I can, and I intend to use my advantage to the fullest. It's him. He must have infrared glasses. So this mysterious villain with a mask on comes in and just nails Timberwolf in the face. Timberwolf's been clobbered, and he has super strength. The guy must be as strong as Superman or Mon-El. So it's a bit of a leap of assumption, but so he then just knocks out Brainiac 5. Saturn Woman tries her ESP, but to no effect, as is often the case. Superman comes in, and he can also see in the dark, so he attacks the villain with his heat vision, but is avoided. He grabs a hold of Saturn Girl and threatens to snap her neck like a toothpick. Don't listen to him, Either you promise to let me escape, or I'll be forced to take her along. He's too strong to break away from, but an elbow in the ribs. Ow! His body's as hard as steel. So Superman allows him to run off. And Saturn Girl blames herself, but Lightning Man says, "Don't blame yourself, honey. How did the Raider get in? You've made this place teleportation proof. All entrances are electronically guarded. Electronically guarded, yes, but they can be passed by anyone who knows how, namely a Legionnaire. You mean one of us?" Not necessarily. It could be someone who left the Legion. Check and see if any members of the criminal records, any members have criminal records or have been associating with criminals since leaving the Legion. So they discuss the possibility that is Dynamo Boy, or Nemesis Kid, which means that I guess that there's been no one else since then, which was probably 10, 15 years ago. Then we've struck out again because it's neither of them. But Superman has a plan, and he decides, I've solved the mystery. Now I know who the mysterious vandal is. I'll have to recheck the files to be sure, but I think I have him. This was after looking at the various members who passed away. Bah, it was Superman who foiled my plan. Superman. But he won't foil me again. Until now, I've been merely toying with the Legion. But soon it will be time for me to destroy them. Cosmic Man, come here quickly. I have something to tell you. Huh? Great space. So that's who he is. How did you find this out? Why the secrecy? I'll call the others. No, I took a big enough chance telling you. He may be able to monitor us. Listen, here's my plan. Cosmic Man, why are we just standing around? What are we waiting for? Why don't we do something? We are doing something. We're guarding the HQ. Guarding? Don't you remember what happened to Timberwolf? Last time we tried this, are we going to sit here and get creamed again? I'm in charge, and I say we guard. Okay, so we wait for him to finish us off. But if I were leader, I'm worried, Superman. Suppose he doesn't show up. Suppose he's wise that we're wise. I don't know, Cosmic Man. So the villain is back in the Legion headquarters. I'll plant this reflex gas bomb, set the timer, and then poof, the beginning of the end for the superheroes. So we have 4 superheroes in this room. Well, I guess it's 5. And this gas comes in, and they start feeling woozy. Great planet. Something's happened to the others. They look like a slow-motion movie. My super-sensitive nostrils detect the scent of gas in the air. And my microscopic vision shows it's a reflex-inhibiting vapor designed to delay the transfer of nerve impulses to the synapses between the neurons. Correct, Superman. And in comes the villain and just pins him to a wall with kryptonite staples. Now I can take my time disposing of your pals. It's him. Let's get him. Bah, at your reduced speed, you couldn't get a turtle, so Element Lad says, I'll use my powers over the elements. So maybe just do it, but it doesn't matter because he's too slow at this point. Lightning Lad tries to use his lightning to no effect. Meanwhile, he pours a radioactive serum on Element Lad to steal his powers. So Lightning Lad has no effect, and he just gets a piece of the wall torn off and thrown at him. These rubber chains will keep you out of mischief. Uh-oh, the gas has partially drifted away. The rest are speeding up. Get him, quick! But the villain just yanks the floor and knocks them all to the ground. This blindfold helmet he put on me, when did he do that? Blocks my thought waves. I can't aid the others mentally. And then he punches out Brainiac 5. So Polar Boy, who is now an official member, uses his power to try and capture the villain, but the villain is just too strong. A chunk of harder than steel ice flying at me, can't dodge. Oh. Now Cosmic Man, strange. He doesn't seem to be recovered from the gas yet. Maybe he got a bigger dose than the others. So he throws this flame pellet that nullifies the magnetism. Ha ha, I've done it. I've defeated you all. You are at my mercy. Yes, you have done it, but why? Who are you? What have we ever done to you? You'll never know. The bomb will destroy your entire installation and take you with it. And to make my revenge even sweeter, I won't give you the satisfaction of knowing why. Don't bet on it, Buster. We don't have to tell you who we are. We already know. Superman, that green K should have killed you by now. But you live. So it turns out that was actually Cosmic Man in disguise. And Superman figured out your identity. Then he used an old trick he and Batman once sprung on Dr. Light, disguising themselves as each other so you'd hit us with the wrong weapons. I was still close enough to the green K to be weakened. Well, Cosmic Man is lucky because any weapon you use against Superman could have killed him. We were prepared for anything. I wore Superman's indestructible suit in case you fired a weapon my way. Okay, so he did prepare. And your gas didn't affect me because I used miniature nose filters. When Cosmic Man mentioned analyzing the gas, it was really using my super ventriloquism. So they finally unmask him, and it is Pharaoh Lad, but it's actually his twin brother. That explains all, not really, but one thing, why does he hate us? Now that his hood is off, I sense that he really doesn't. He's under someone else's control. Can you free him? I can. No. So he is freed from the control and then goes through an explanation that he and his brother, he's Douglas Nolan, and his brother who died in combat were mutant brothers. And after Pharaoh Lad died, he vowed revenge on the Legion, but he saw how valiant his sacrifice was and decided, I was wrong about them. They are truly great, and I'm proud my brother was one of them. So he forgave the Legion. But recently, my old hatred flared up again. It was uncontrollable. I was obsessed with your destruction. Those Legion idiots didn't know how closely our twin minds were bound together, how we shared many thoughts and memories. They'll never guess that's how I learned their secrets. So that's a bit of a silly explanation, I think, as to how Pharaoh Lad's brother was so knowledgeable of the Legion. Although you would think that over the many years their security systems would have changed since Pharaoh Lad was a member. Luckily, I recalled that Pharaoh Lad once mentioned a twin brother, checked your records, and I deduced your identity. He's fainted. The strain of mental liberation was too much for him. I'll call an ambulance. We'll have him put under medical psycho care until he fully recovers. I wonder who put him under their control. Who forced him to do this? I think I can guess. I wonder how. And meanwhile, in an undersea base thousands of miles away, the lair of the Legion of Supervillains. Our plot failed. You lost control of his mind, Saturn Queen. And Saturn Woman, you guessed and Saturn Woman has guessed where responsible Lightning Lord. I wonder how she guessed. Bah, I'm glad he flopped. I personally want to kill off the Legionnaires. That can be arranged, Cosmic King. As a matter of fact, I'm just now formulating the plans for our final battle. Uh-oh, something tells me he doesn't have a game of checkers in mind. Better be here next issue. I thought this was a really good story, and I was legitimately intrigued by the mystery. So we'll see what happens with when the Legion of Superheroes or supervillains faces off against the Legion yet again.